Today we're going to use the ice diagram to solve limiting reagent questions. This worksheet was taken from chemfiesta.com. First thing you need to do is convert gram to mole. Once you have the mole, you take the number of mole and divide it by the coefficient. You get 0.125. Do the same with sodium phosphate. Now, this number is the smallest number of the two, and that shows you that ammonium nitrate is the limiting reagent, whereas sodium phosphate is our excess reagent. Once we know which one is the limiting reagent, let's take the moles over to our ice diagram. So the initial ice stands for initial, change, and equilibrium, or the end. So initially we have 0.375 mole, here 0.350 mole of sodium phosphate, and none of the products because they haven't even reacted. And remember that we already concluded that ammonium nitrate is our limiting reagent. Limiting reagent means it is all used up. So 0.375 of it is all used up. Now look at the molar ratio between ammonium nitrate and sodium phosphate. It's 3:1 ratio. That means 3 moles of ammonium nitrate reacts exactly with 1 mole of sodium phosphate. So if you have 0.375 mole of ammonium nitrate, you only need 0.125 mole of sodium phosphate. And you will produce 0.125 mole of ammonium phosphate and 0.375 mole of sodium nitrate, all due to the molar ratio. Let's talk about the signs. Negative signs means they are used up because they are the reagents. Positive sign means they are produced because they're the product. Now, at equilibrium, or at the end of the reaction, you have none of the limiting reagent left, 0.225 mole sodium phosphate, and you still have these products. And if you are asked to find the mass of the products or the remaining reagent, then you just have to convert the mole to mass. So mass equals mole times molar mass. Right, so By using ice diagram, you can answer all of these questions that are asked here. Let's do another example. First, we convert gram to mole. Next, we find out which one is the limiting reagent. Now, how do we do that? Remember, take the mole divided by the coefficient and take this mole divided by the coefficient. And we can see that this number is the smaller number of the two, and that makes our iron phosphate the limiting reagent. Calcium carbonate is the excess reagent. Once we know the limiting reagent, let's go to our ice diagram, bring the mole over to this side. None of the products. Remember, our limiting reagent is iron phosphate. This is the limiting reagent. So it is all used up. 0.298 mole are all used up. Now the ratio here is 2:3. So using the ratio, we find that 0.447 mole of calcium carbonate reacts, and this reaction will give you, look at the ratio again, 0.149 mole here and 0.149 mole there. And at the end, at equilibrium, you still have 0.553 mole calcium carbonate remaining, none of the iron phosphate because it's limiting reagent, and 0.149 mole for each of the product. Now convert mole back to mass. And that has answered all the questions asked in this worksheet. I hope this video has been helpful to you. Thank you.